morning, class. Today we have a very special guest who has come to talk to us about substance abuse. Let's welcome Sergeant Williams of the Royal Barbados Police Force.
Good morning, Sergeant Williams.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Mrs. Burke, for that warm introduction. I have come today to talk to you about 3 harmful substances that you should avoid. I have brought with me a very special piece of chalk called Preston. We will begin by talking about alcohol. Alcohol affects both your brain and body, and because it goes straight into your bloodstream, it can damage every organ and cause diseases.
Excuse me, Sergeant Williams. My friend's father drinks a lot of alcohol, and I cannot understand him when he talks.
Well, that is because alcohol slurs your speech. It also affects your memory, coordination, and judgment. Does anyone know why alcohol is even more harmful to children and teenagers?
Yes, sir. Is it because we are young and still growing?
Yes, exactly. Your bodies are still developing. Remember, you're all below the legal drinking age, so if your friends or anyone else offers you alcohol, please say no thanks and walk away. Tobacco is another damaging substance. I would like one person to tell me if they know someone who smokes.
My dad smokes, but he is now in hospital, and the doctors have told him that the cigarettes are making him ill.
I hope your father gets better soon. Tobacco is harmful to your body. It can cause breathing problems and life-threatening conditions such as heart disease and lung cancer.
But why will my dad smoke when he knows it can make him sick?
The reason people like your father find it difficult to stop smoking is because tobacco contains an addictive substance called nicotine. Once your body becomes dependent on nicotine, it is then very difficult to stop using it.
Excuse me, Sergeant Williams, but why do people start smoking when they know that they may not be able to stop?
Well, some young people think their friends will be impressed, but they are really mistaken, because most people don't want to be around somebody who is smoking. In fact, cigarette smoke contains many poisons.
Sergeant Williams, could I become ill if I'm around cigarette smoke a lot?
Yes, you can become ill from breathing other people's smoke. Smokers not only risk their own health, but also that of their friends and family. I would like now to talk to you about an illegal drug called marijuana. People who use marijuana have a higher risk of getting cancer as its smoke contains more cancer-causing chemicals than tobacco. Mrs. Burke and all of you for having me here today. And I would like you to remember that using alcohol, tobacco, or marijuana will prevent you from becoming the very best that you can be. You are all able to do great things now and as you grow older, but only if you respect your brain and body by not using harmful substances. Come along, Preston. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Sergeant Williams.
Five shocking celebrity drug addicts. Robert Downey Jr. Between 1996 and 2001, Robert Downey Jr. was arrested numerous times on drug-related charges, including heroin possession. I accidentally got involved in heroin after smoking crack for the first time. It finally tied my shoelaces together. Smoking dope and smoking coke. You're rendered defenseless, he said. Today he enjoys sober success. In 2013, he was named Forbes' top-earning actor. He has been in 2 movies making more than $1 billion, Marvel's The Avengers and Iron Man 3. Samuel L. Jackson. It's been 15 years since Samuel L. Jackson has been in a drug rehabilitation center, but he confesses, still addicted. He has averaged 5 films a year since 1992, and his last 60 films have earned him a combined gross of $3 billion, making him Hollywood's #1 box office star. I have a huge appetite for work. People tend to say, Sam's a workaholic act. Nowadays, his addictions are not alcohol and crack cocaine, but work and golf. Johnny Depp. He became a heavy drinker simply because of his claim to fame. He couldn't speak at ceremonies without the help of alcohol. Pretty much any drug you can name, I've done it. I did mostly alcohol. There are drugs, too. Pills, and there was a danger that I would go over the edge. I could have. Thank God I didn't. I don't drink hard liquor anymore. but sometimes I order Lagavulin just for the smell. It's so good, it's unbelievable. Drew Barrymore. Former child star's drug abuse in her teenage years found her controversial fame, including 2 trips to rehab. At the tender age of 11, she was a heavy smoker and was addicted to alcohol. Fortunately, she has been able to overcome her habits and, according to sources, has remained sober. Zac Efron. The former teen star sought out treatment for his cocaine addiction twice in 2013. It's never one specific thing. I mean, you're in your 20s, single, going through life in Hollywood, you know? Everything is thrown at you. When asked about therapy, he said, "I just started going, and I think it's changed my life. I'm much more comfortable in my own skin,